Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. I am so excited because I've received Happy Mail. I have the Stamps of Life August card kit. I'm going to unbox this with you and then also make some cards. So first off, I want to show you this comes in this cute pink box and it says it's Happy Mail time. So how fun is that? I love receiving this in my mailbox every month. It's just so fun to open up a card kit that is in a pretty pink box, right? All right, this also coordinates with the Stamp and Die Hard set, and this is called In My Book. So the Stamps of Life has the Stamp and Die Hard Club set that you can sign up for, and this coordinates perfectly with it, and I love it this month because it has the cute little kitty cat. I just got a new cat, and so I am so excited to have this set. It also comes with the dies that I showed there on the back. All right, so this is everything that is included that you see here. I'm going to start with the paper pad. So there's 24 double-sided sheets. So there's 12 sheets and you receive 2 of them. Look at that cute little kitty cat paper. Now this is a cut-apart sheet and you can use that in my book, Die Hard Club, if you have that. You can also purchase it separately on the website later in the month. This is another one that you can either cut this apart or you can purchase the additional matching dies that are available on the website. I went to order this one and it was sold out before I could even order it. So I'm sure most of you already have that one. So I'm just flipping through here to show you all the pattern papers. And yeah, I think I'm back to the beginning. I am. So that is a look at the Sending Hugs collection. Every month, your cardstock comes in the large storage envelope. I like to store my larger dies in those. You receive, let's see, 1, 2, I think there's 4 sheets here of the powdered sugar. So that's the Stamps of Life white cardstock. Then we have Midnight, a sheet of slate. Here's Orchid. We have Twig. This is Ginger Snap, Sunflower, Sage, and Mint. This is an absolutely gorgeous color palette this month. Very different than any of the other ones, I think. You also receive this die that says Sending Hugs. And if you'll notice, it's the same font as the pattern paper. It says Sending Hugs. So that's really neat too. So you receive the inside die and the shadow die. You receive envelopes, so A2 size envelopes. We also received a roll of the gingham ribbon in the orchid color. And then I love this. There's a package of orchid bows already tied for you. We received some beautiful gems. These are sparkly. And then a sticker sheet. This says, never give up. You're pretty much the best. Just for you. Hey there, friend. Wishing you a good day. Sending happy thoughts your way. And you are such a good friend to me. We also received this cute sheet of puffy stickers. And then I love this. We received an A1 circle edge card die. And this says sending you smiles. So this is, it's smaller than an A2 card. It's A1 size, perfect for little lunchbox cards and things. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my dies here, the In My Book dies. I'm going to first cut apart the ones that I want to use on my card. Sometimes I'll sit down and I will use the dies and just cut out all of them. So let's just go ahead and cut out everything on this sheet. So I'm going to do one of the kitty cats with one of the outside dies. I'm using a little bit of mint tape. It's a low tack tape just to hold that die in place so it doesn't move around when I place it in my die cutting machine. Then I'm going to place the inside die for just a little different look on this other kitty cat. And then we've got some different books here. So I got to decide. I think I'm going to use the shadow die for this one. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up and then tape it in place. And then I've got these other ones. I'm going to put a couple pieces of tape on here. I really don't want them to move. If they move and it messes up, that would not be good. So let's go ahead and get this one. And then I'm going to use the shadow die for this book too. So I pretty much use the shadow dies except for that one kitty cat. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get out my Platinum Scout machine. I love this little die cutting machine. It cuts like butter. On my larger die cutting machine, it's kind of hard to turn the crank. This one is so easy to use, so I like to keep it right here on my desk so that I can quickly cut little die cuts just like this. So there you can see it's a perfect cut. Those dies match up perfectly with this cut apart sheet. Now, if you didn't have the dies, you could always use your scissors and fussy cut them. So here is what they all look like. I'm going to place them here in this little tray, so I have those ready to create with. Now, new on the Stamps of Life website, they have vellum. And so I want to use a sheet of their vellum. It's really good, thick quality vellum. And I want to use my stitched circles here. And I just want to cut out a large circle. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm also going to cut my cardstock here. I cut the 8.5 by 11. I cut it at the 5.5 mark. And then I want to go ahead and cut this to 4 1/4 by 5.5. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to cut apart both of these little pattern papers into some strips. So I am following a template from Call Me Crafty Al, and this is her August card template. I will leave her video linked down below in the description box where she gives you all the cutting dimensions for this card. But this is really easy to put together. I'm just going to match up these pieces here in this nice cute little pattern. This would be great to use scraps, but I went ahead and cut my sheet apart. I will be able to get several out of this, but today on camera I'm just going to make one. So you'll notice in the middle there's like a little bit of off space, but that's where I'm going to put my vellum circle, so that's going to be covered up. So off camera I went ahead and used my tape runner and glued those down, and now I want to go ahead and put down my vellum piece. I'm just putting a dab of tape runner right there in the center because you're not going to see that part. I'm going to cover that up. I want to go ahead and put the cute little books and a kitty cat on the top, and I think with using this, I think I'm going to go with, I can't decide which one I like better. I kind of like the golden one, but I think I'm going to go with this brown one. I think that I don't want to have too much gold, and that gold one kind of blends in with the background. So I think by using this brown kitty cat, it'll stand out a little more. For my card base, I'm going to go ahead and cut this here at 5.5. And then, actually I'm going to put this on a white card base, so I'm just going to cut this to 4 1/4 by 5.5 here. And that yellow one, it was smaller, I apologize, but all those dimensions are in the Call Me Crafty Al video, and she has a free download where you can get those dimensions, so I'll leave her video linked. So that slate paper looks really, really pretty with that sunflower color. And then, so let me go ahead and line these up. I just want to kind of dry fit these here and see which one I like best. I keep going back and forth with the kitty cats, but I do think I like the brown better. So let me go ahead and put the brown one back on here. And you know what? I think I like this book better. I love that, where it looks like he's just holding an open book, and I think that fits better on my vellum circle. So I want to find a sentiment that's going to look nice on this card. I don't have a lot of room, but I think I can fit the one that says "Our friendship is a bestseller" just on a little strip, maybe across the bottom. So I got this is new. I got this is from scrapbook.com, and it's called a grip mate. And this fits in the regular size Misty. I'm just reading the directions here to see if there's anything I need to do. I just got this, so I haven't used it yet. And it says to go ahead and remove the foam piece out of your Misty. So I'm just going to go ahead and take that out. And then this replaces that foam. Now there is this peeling or this coating protective sheet on the front and the back. It's kind of hard to pull off here. So I got the back one pulled off, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this in my Misty, making sure I get it in the right spot. A lot of times I'll use my mini Misty, but I really, I like this one too. And since I have this grip mate, I definitely want to use it. Now I think I heard scrapbook.com is coming out with a smaller one for the mini Misty as well. So I will leave these products linked down below in the description box if you're interested. I do have affiliate links, and I earn a small commission at no extra charge for you when you shop my links. Now, if you're not a member of the Stamps of Life Die Hard Club, the Stamp Club, or the Card Kit Club, if you add my code MelissaM to the promo code section, then you will earn 500 bonus club points. And that's like earning a $5 coupon. So I always appreciate when you use my promo code as well on the Stamps of Life website. All right, I am stamping this using that slate ink, and I think that'll look really pretty here. And so I'm going to use my stamp chamois here. I've got my salt cellar that I keep my stamp chamois in, get everything cleaned up. Let me put my stamp back on the carrier sheet. And that worked really well. I didn't have to use any magnets. I just stuck it down right here on this grip mate. I'm going to use a little tool here to help me get that off of there. And now I'm going to put that protective coating just back on so that I don't get any dirt, lint, dust or anything on it. So that was fun. All right, I have a card base here, so let me just fold this in half and use my bone folder to get a nice scoring line. And now I'm going to get some glue and just tape this down. So I want to tape this down to my card base. I think this is so cute, so easy too. And I can't really decide where I want the sentiment here. I think down on the bottom, but I am going to try it in a few places. I try it on the bottom right. I want to try it up here on the upper left. But I think in the end, I do like it best centered with my image. So I'm going to put it right down here. So let me grab a little glue and I will glue this down right here in the center. So there we go. Using my reverse tweezers. These are the Stamps of Life reverse tweezers. And now I need to finish this with some gems. So I just store all of my gems in this little plastic container, and these are mostly all Stamps of Life gems. I might have a couple other brands in here as well, but the majority I have are all Stamps of Life, and these have come mostly in card kits. So I just love pulling them out and keeping them all together so I can choose which one I want. Now the card kit this month did also come with some gems, but they were really big. And I like to use the 3 different sizes. So I'm going to pull out some from my stash. I just need to figure out what color that would look best on here. So I'm kind of holding it up and trying to determine. I like those because they have sparkly in them, but I think I'm going to go with one of the first ones I pulled out here. And it looks like it's that sage color. So I'm going to put a big one and a small one and then a medium one. So I have 3 on here, and I love the way this card turned out. Super, super cute. All right, let's start our next card, and I'm using the Grand Side Fold die card set. That's a mouthful. So I'm going to pull out the dies here. I already did my die cutting off camera, but I'd like to show you which dies I use to cut what. So for the base, I used this beautiful orchid cardstock. So I use this larger die here, and it already puts the score line and everything in there for you. So that's really nice. So that's going to be my base. So I use that largest die for that. Then there is an inside layering piece, which is this square one here, or this rectangle, and I just used a piece of white cardstock for that. And then I love this beautiful die, and it's got the little dots on it. And I used a piece of the pattern paper, this beautiful sunflower color. So those, let me go ahead and put this away and we will start this card. Now this die came in the card kit. It says sending hugs, and I cut that out of some of the slate cardstock. It also has the outline die, but I didn't use that. I just used the sending hugs. This piece was one of the cut aparts, and I didn't have the die for this one, so I did use my scissors and fussy cut. And you can see here, it turned out very well. I just had to take my time and turn the paper slowly. I find when you're fussy cutting, instead of turning your scissors, if you turn your paper, it seems to go better. So I'm going to go ahead and tape this one down. So I've got my inside here where I can write my message. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue. It was hard to use this paper because I love those kitty cats so much on the back, but I did it. I'll probably regret it later, but it is very, very pretty on here. So I think it goes this way. So let me go ahead and attach here. And then I want to attach the sending hugs. Now this card is so super easy. Sometimes I like just a simple card, and I think the simplest cards sometimes turned out the best. So I'm gonna layer this here. I'm just gonna add this sending hugs and then the stack of books with the flowers. And I think that's so like subtle and so pretty. So I am gonna grab my precision glue press, and that's because I just want a fine line of glue. This has that Nuvo Deluxe glue in it, and I find when I use this glue, it dries very, very clear. So if any seeps out, which it probably will on here, that it's gonna dry clear on my page. So let me get this down, and I think I need to move it a little bit. I need to move it over so you can see all that glue there. With this Nuvo glue, it's gonna dry clear. So let me just make sure I have this on straight, and I think I do. I'm gonna try to touch up, just tap that glue a little bit. And now I'm just gonna add this. I debated putting some foam tape, but since it's kind of hanging off the edge a little bit, I don't think I want any foam tape on here. I think I just want to put the glue, the tape runner, so it'll lie flat. I'm avoiding that bottom left corner because that's going to hang off the edge a little bit, and I don't want that to be sticky. I am going to overlap the sentiment just a bit, just that S, and that finishes off this card. It is so pretty. Oh, you know what? I want to add some dots. Or some gems. So let me go ahead and bring back in my gems here and see what colors I can find. And I think I want purple, so I'm looking for some orchid colored ones. I've got these, and I like it because there's 3 sizes. I also like those shiny, sparkly ones, but I didn't have 3 sizes in those. I like to put them in clusters of 3. I like 1 at the top and 2 at the bottom. I don't know what it is, but that's how I put my gems on. And there we go. Now this card is finished. This is card number 2. Super, super pretty and very, very easy. Now I made some additional cards, and you will see these on the Stamps of Life, either a reel or a video on their channel throughout the month prior to the next card kit being released. And so I wanted to show you these. Now this one, I used the Stamps of Life mug A2 Fold It card, and look how cute that turned out. I love that. So that one's really cute, simple idea. And then I made this one, and did you know the Stamps of Life has a notebook edge die? I forgot about it, and I found it. It's available on the website. So I think this one turned out really, really cute and goes perfect with the reading theme. And then this is the one we made today in the video, and I really like this one too. And then the last one is the card that we just made with the sending hugs. And you know what? I think vellum would have looked really pretty for the shadow on the sending hugs, so I kind of wish I would have done that. So that's an idea that you can do too. All right, that's all the cards I made today. I hope I've given you some inspiration for your card kit. Leave me a comment and let me know which card was your favorite. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook or on Instagram, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!